Hello, greetings and welcome. I am so excited today. I am here to talk to you all about energy. Now, truthfully, energy is everything. In my life, I've looked at it in a very intimate form. You know, now that I'm in my 6th chapter, I really respect energy, I honor energy, and I am committed 100% to making sure that my energy can be in flow with life and that I can have vitality and experience life to the fullest. So this woman that I am interviewing today is everything to do with energy. And her name is Anaiis Salles. And she really supports people to live their life on purpose and their best life, because the truth is we can survive, but we really want to live our best life and thrive. She's a life coach, a certified bioenergetics practitioner, and a very successful author. She spent over 30 years understanding what energy is and how to support her clients through the transformational process. She's actually a catalyst for her clients, her students, in a very wide variety of significant contributions. And she has multiple certifications, and she's really a guide or a catalyst for people to go from where they are to where they really want to be in their life and create more vitality, more energy, and more joy in life. And she supports her clients to have more confidence and also in the relationships that they have become nurtured and more meaningful. So Anaiis, welcome. I'm so excited about this interview because people need to know what it is that you are up to here, because there's so many people in the world that need this information, guidance, products, and recommendations. So just share with me this whole energy thing and how you became this purposeful, passionate woman to be in service to people.
Thank you, Carolyn, for spending this time with me. And I have to say, I'm delighted to see you. And I am a member of the Grand Connection and glad to be there. It is a super organization for anyone out there who's looking to do really beautiful, powerful, loving networking in an international community. So let me start there because that's been my experience. What do I do? Energy is everything. Energy is consciousness. Energy is information, and energy that is conscious and information presents as frequency. And all of that happens in the context of relationship. And that relationship is what we experience as our daily lives. And we're usually not too clear about what's happening there. So I'm going to go straight. I've been coming up with these really very simple analogies lately. With my work, I help people, I support them. First of all, now, after decades of experience, I do have a very simple little product. It's just water, ha ha ha. And it contains information that is completely frequency organized and embedded. And the water is how the human body, we're 70 to 90% water, goes in so fast. And it's so gentle. But let's start with the analogy. Most of us, especially after COVID, did we not live stream? Did we live stream? Did we watch Netflix? Did we watch Amazon Prime? Didn't we? Right?
Binge watched.
Binge watched, and we loved it, and it helped us hold our little minds together while we got through what was a pretty dicey situation. When you turn on your computer, I have a big screen here in my space. I have a remote control. I pop in my DVD. I turn on my machine. I've got my remote control in my hand and I push play. What happens? The information shows up on the big screen. And we sit there and we watch and we get all of that goodness. Do you ever think about how that happens? Do you ever think about how air is the medium of energy communication for that information? Probably not. But you don't sit down and say, oh God, how am I going to watch my Netflix? I don't understand how it happens. I don't understand how live stream works. I'm confused. I'm good. And who would do that? So it's the same way with what I do, because I use energy as a communication medium. It includes language. It includes what people would call NLP. It includes, because I am very fluent in the language that is energy, I can see it. We all can hear it, but we may not hear it clearly. I can feel it. Mm-hmm. And when I'm working with people as a support, all of those things come into play. And we just clear up anything that's murky, that's muddy, and we transform that into literally crystal clear information. That's it. It's really simple. So when someone uses my little bottle, and we'll talk about my friend who has COPD, first of all, please, if you're really interested in what I do and you really want to understand it, please go to my website, acceleratedconsciousevolution.com. You're going to see a lot. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to get it. Okay, so here's a 10 millimeter.
Can I pause for a second?
Yes, sure.
I mean, honestly, Anaiis, you live this. It is how you serve the world. Okay. And
yeah.
it is the gift that God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, has you have been given this gift, correct? Yes.
Yes.
And you have nurtured this gift and explored this gift over 30 years, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So, I really believe in business that we are given certain gifts, and you have honored this gift, you have explored this gift, and you have continued to learn about this gift of understanding vibration, of understanding energy, of understanding what happens. And you can see it, you can hear it, and you can feel it. Now, that is a very, I think, incredible, personally sacred gift that you've been given. And, what I know about people is they have not been given that gift, or they are facing obstacles, or they have physical or emotional or spiritual challenges that they are facing, correct?
All of those. My clients have all of those. And
I know.
We're coming to how people, the first thing that we do, the first contact that we have is, what would you like to transform? What do you need to change? What is hurting you the most? That is the meeting space. And we open up that space, and then we have energy exchanges that include conversation. We use language. We bring up feelings. We explore those feelings as a form of energy that is malleable, that is fluid, that can be cleared up and transformed literally in seconds. That's what we do. So a person comes to me and they say, oh, let's talk about Tressa, who had a infected toe. She couldn't walk. She's taking care of her 2-year-old grandson, Caleb. They love to go for walks. She walks 8 miles a day. She can't walk with Caleb. She's in pain. She's been on an antibiotic for a month, almost 6 weeks. Nothing has changed. She's not happy.
She's feeling upset and sad and frustrated. She wants to enjoy this really loving experience with her grandchild, and all these things are happening within her thoughts, within her physical body. She's in pain. Okay, great. Then what happens?
And the infection in her toe is almost down to the bone. So she's actually in danger of sepsis now. And what I want to share with you, not to alarm you, but over 250,000 people a year in the United States alone die of sepsis associated with antibiotic resistant diseases and problems and infections. So a friend suggested that she get in touch. She described to me a situation with her son and her toe and the pain and she can't walk. And I said, okay, look, I'm going to send you some of my stuff.
Information
in water. Mm-hmm. This is what you do with it. She followed my instructions. In 12 hours later, she began to take pictures with her cell phone because she could see the physical change happening that fast. Okay? She sent me all the pictures. I have them all, and they're time-stamped. Then she called her mother. She said, you got to see this. She can't believe it. This is stem cell regeneration. This is her toe remembering what it's supposed to look like and feel like. And her toe going, okay, we can be in agreement. I can do that again. Let's do it. Okay. Inspired by this. So the antibiotic medication couldn't do that for her. 3 days later, her toes like pretty much healed. We've got pictures. There's a little bit left of soft skin that's on the tippy top layer. She went in 3 days. She went for an 8-mile walk with Caleb. Yeah.
So, okay. So, honestly, where I want to focus right now is there are significant alternatives to healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
To antibiotic. My dad was a doctor and my mom was a nurse. So I'm very, very connected to the mainstream medical life. And people, I just want you to realize there are solutions. There are alternatives. Anaiis' story that she just said is the truth of what's possible. There is so much power in the possibility of healing in emotions as well as physical, in so many different forms that are available right now. And Anaiis, I think, is gifted with this. And because energy is everything, I think, we have this opportunity, each of us. I know that I have taken this on, and, we're inviting you to too, is that we have this personal responsibility to find our own solutions, not simply trust in the mainstream medical solutions and answers. There are absolutely, I agree, that can support us in many different forms. But if it's not working, that's when we have to open the door to this opportunity.
If it's not working, Carolyn, let me say that, one of my certifications is that I became a certified emergency medical technician, which involved anatomy and physiology and all kinds of information, because when I understood that I had the opportunity to walk through the door of the energy relationships that are part of healing, I wasn't going to walk through blind as a fool. Okay? So I know how all that works. And I've worked side by side with physicians in critical burn care, in pediatric oncology, literally by their sides on hospital wards. So let's be clear that I'm not saying you substitute one thing for another. Mm-mm. You find what your body and your soul and your mind and your emotions and the constellation of your relationships and your entire life feed into this. Clean it up, clear it up, see what you can see, live stream some other information, change the channel.
Exactly. And, it is up to us to have that level of responsibility and accountability too. We can't rely on other people to only direct us. I think personally, that society and community is changing right now because of COVID, because I mean, I had COVID. It was not a fun joy journal. It was not a great journey, and it was very humbling for me.
Yeah.
And it really showed me another level of respecting my energy, being grateful and appreciating, being in this position of vibrancy in life. And, you know, I think there's opportunity for us to open our minds and look at other options that are available here. And, you know, I really commend you for being on this journey for a very long time, because it really is outside the box too. And story after story after story you've shared in regards to the transformational experience of someone who comes to you with this particular situation, you know, not a long timeline, and how their life has been completely changed and added to their life in significant ways that are really important to them. So yeah.
Let me say that we have the physical realm. Now, I've just given you a story about the physical realm, and anybody who goes to my website, they're going to see the story about a man who was sleeping with oxygen, 20% of his own lung capacity. And within 10 days of getting on my product, he was at the beach. He went to a ball game with a visitor from out of town, and he found out that he could change his literal timeline for his predicted outcome from the medical world. That was a fabulous outcome for him.
In a very short period of time.
In less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. COPD for a couple of years. Progressive. Yeah. This is possible. I'm not going to say it works for everyone, but here's the thing. I can now ship this around the world, and I don't have to get on an airplane to come and do this with you personally, although I will do that if you like. But the efficient way to do this, if any of you are familiar with the medical world, you may know of the substance betadine. Betadine is an iodine solution that's found in every surgical suite everywhere in the world. And I do mean everywhere. And it is applied to the skin, and it's used in surgery all day, 24/7, everywhere in the world. This is what needs to happen with this. Because this is just one. I have several dozen of these for specific situations. Mm-hmm. So one of the reasons that I'm so glad we're speaking today is because August 24th, I've been invited to be part of the Biohackers University Summit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the keynote speaker is Tony Robbins, who we all know has done a lot to change the landscape. He's an old timer like me. So yeah, right. We're doing it, Carolyn. I'm so happy for us. So I'm going to be presenting about this product because one of the things that we have to do is we have to be responsible. And so I'm looking at setting up a private membership association so that people who would like to have access to what I have to share can do that freely without concern for, let's just say, unnecessary oversight. This literally is just water. That's on one level. It is a trans-dimensional product so that it's more than water. But if someone from the FDA were to take this and put it under a microscope, they would find water, right? Okay, so I've had to think about my solutions and the community that I'm building around this because we're in a new opportunity. We need to recognize it post-COVID. And I think a lot of us want to get on board that ship and sail.
Well, I think so too. And I also think that people who may have had thought processes or certain belief systems before COVID are now in a position of being curious, having a state of wonder, and looking at other alternatives that can support them with their health, with their energy, with their vitality. And, you know, I just think this is a very unique position. And to me, energy is everything. And I think that if we have issues in our life, we have to look at what's out there and see what's available and look into it. Do the research.
And we also have to look at what's underneath, because there are all kinds of energy.
Mhm.
Energy is creative. It's a free-for-all. You get to choose what energy you're going to bring into your life. That's your level of accountability. So I'll share with you. I don't watch wrestling. So if I lived in an environment where the only channel that I could watch when I turned on my device was wrestling, I would be sick and unhappy. Let's just stay with that analogy about the amazing bandwidth that we have now of choice.
Oh,
Do you want to watch? Yeah. Do you want to watch this channel? Or do you want to watch it's 4 weeks, I've been on medication, I'm in agony, and I can't take care of my grandson channel?
yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah.
So,
And it's also having that position of being open to try different things. You know, it's having that mindset, open mind to see, I wonder if that could work. Well,
what if?
yeah, what if?
What if?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I tasted an avocado. That was a what if for me.
Yeah.
What if you like it? What if it's wonderful? If you don't like it, you don't have to ever eat it again. Nobody's going to make you eat avocado.
Blue cheese was that for me. Now I love blue cheese. I mean, I just love it, you know? So I think, you know, the real message here is for people is to look at other options, to open your mind to experience different ways of healing, to take and level up this accountability for where you are presently. And I continue daily to look at, okay, so that lowered my energy yesterday. Okay, I'm going to let that go. I am going to release that and incorporate this. So for me, in the last few years, there's a number of things that I've incorporated that just have elevated my purpose, my passion in how I serve the world. And, you know, I think having other people guide us and support us. I have beautiful clients in my business too, Anaiis, that teach me all the time, and I support them in their business growth and development. And I have this blessing of learning from them. A lot of them are healers too, learning from them different significant practices and incorporating different processes that can really support me. So, I mean, that's what you do. And people are either recommended to you by other people that have been through the experience of receiving your gift, and recommendations and, you know, concepts and ideas and products. And I think that this interview will support some people out there that are suffering and that are struggling, and that you know, maybe are laying in bed, or like you said, that one gentleman that only had 20%, maybe he was just, you know, praying for a solution. I mean, honestly. And, you know, I just suggest to contact Anaiis and have a conversation. Just allow her energy to connect with you on Zoom or in person, and just explore the possibility that where you are could be healed and solved in a very short period of time. And the last piece I want to say is that you deserve it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And, you know, each person out there, I mean, we are here to live a life full. Right. We're here to live a life of purpose and passion and joy and love and freedom and making space for grace, which I love. And, you know, if we have health issues or emotional issues, that gets in the way of doing that.
Sometimes the healing is learning how to receive. And there are all kinds of ways that that receiving will look like, and it will be just unique for you. So that's where I'm at.
Well,
And
I got truth bumps on that one. They're not goosebumps. They're called truth bumps. I mean, that's what I got going on here. And, you know, that's been part of my journey of my life, to be honest, is to learn to receive. I am a grand giver, server. I have been my whole life. And, you know, learning this process of receiving is absolutely glorious and beautiful. And it is very connected to our energy. You're right. But, you know, people just reach out to Anaiis, connect with her, you know, go to her website. Do you want to share your website link again here?
I do. It's accelerated, because we want to go faster toward what we want and deserve and can receive. Conscious, because we want to be conscious about how we do that. Evolution, because we're all evolving one way or the other. .com. So if you search accelerated conscious evolution.com, don't worry about the hyphens. Your search browser will take you right to where I am. And I would love to connect. And I don't know how to express. I'm 150% committed to let's end the suffering. Let's support more receiving. Being human is a priceless experience. Yeah. We should enjoy it.
Absolutely. And thank you, Anaiis, for this interview. It's been very inspiring for me, and it's really opened the door to more possibilities for me and everybody who's listening here. So thank you for your time, and thank you for serving from your highest self here. I mean, I'm sure that you feel that, you know, massive sense of gratitude and appreciation, and to witness people's transformation fuels your passion in a very deep, deep way.
You know what that feels like, Carolyn, because you experience the same thing.
I do.
There's nothing else to compare with that. I don't find it is one of the most beautiful forms of give love that we ever get to have.
Absolutely. And I'm on a mission to bring love back to business. And
You're doing it.
I am, girl. And I'm having fun doing that. And, you know, I'm here to support businesses to elevate their conscious, inspired business. Because unless we are completely connected to the value and how we serve and how we show up to make a difference in the world, nobody else will be able to find out. And that's why I'm here supporting you through our community at the Grand Connection. So I invite everybody to come to our event. You can come a few times for free, grandconnection.ca. And Anaiis is one of our incredible members that contribute so much to our community. So thank you for that too, Anaiis. And I look forward to witnessing your success too.
Thank you, Carolyn. Have a fabulous day filled with love and grace and gratitude. And thank you for everything that you do and how you do it, and for sharing this time with me and helping me maybe not be the best kept secret in the world for another day.
Yeah, you know, because we got to share this stuff. How are people going to know? They need to. The world needs us more right now, I think, than ever before. I mean, you know, we have to show up, we have to step up, and we have to speak up. And that's what we're doing here right now. Because unless the world knows who you are and your gracious gifts that you have to contribute, you're not going to be able to help more people. Helping more people is what the whole energy, I think, and evolution of abundance for them and for you, it goes all the way around.
It's a circle.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, darling.
Awesome.
See you again on Grand Connection. And if you're not a member of Grand Connection, go there immediately after you stop at my website. Okay.
Absolutely. Go to Anaiis first and then come to the grandconnection.ca. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.